Woo-hoo. Our webinar is now live. So we're just going to wait a few more. Yeah, people started to join.
They can't hear us, can they? Or they can? Not yet.
They can. Yeah, now they can hear us. Good morning, guys. Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to wait for a few more minutes until more people can join. Yeah, I think we can start this little video like that we prepared.
Shall I start it?
Then we will start. Yes, you can start it now. And then I will just say a few words.
Just an introductory video to get everybody in the mood. Here we go.
Yeah. You can communicate with us in the chat, and we also have the Q&A, so you're welcome to ask your questions at any time. If you have any technical difficulties, like please just chat with us so we know about it. And yeah, just enjoy this little video for now.
Nice.
Okay, yes, it was beautiful. So good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. This is our outdoor therapy webinar. My name is Time. I'm the founder and principal of TB Contract Furniture. Many of you know us. We are a multi-brand commercial furniture dealer based out of Los Angeles. We represent 8 manufacturers, like one of them is Varaschin. And my guest today is Carlo Saletti from Varaschin. Carlo is responsible for all sales outside of Italy, so we are trying to make him busy. Thank you so much for joining us, Carlo. So Carlo is in Italy, so it's actually like buonasera for you, Carlo. It's good morning for us. Yeah, it's already 6 p.m. Yes, and it's snowing in Italy. I'm so jealous.
It's true. I have my high neck sweater on, so.
Yeah. So just a few words about Varaschin, or our relationship with Varaschin. We started working together 4 years ago with this manufacturer. We met in Milan first. And, every year they really impress me with their new collections. They have beautiful, beautiful products. And Carlo will introduce the new collections this morning. I will just, let him take over from here. Like he will talk about the history, the location of the beautiful Varaschin factory, the values, some words about the website, their marketing. Am I on? Let me. And yes, Carlo, it's you. Please, tell some important information. Can you see me?
I can see you, Timea, yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so it's all you. Yes.
Okay. Well, Timea, thank you for inviting me. And I want to thank everybody for participating to this brief presentation. I'll talk a little bit about Varaschin. The first slide is who we are, where we are. Varaschin is located in the northeast of Italy. We are roughly 50 miles north of Venice, in an area which is full of vineyards. You can see the rolling hills of the Prosecco territory. Here, this in 2019 became a UNESCO World Heritage Site. A little bit about the factory, the facility. Here you can see we were founded in 1969, so we have more than a 50-year history. And these are our corporate headquarters. Here, during our 50th anniversary there in 2019, you can see the event we did that summer. The factory is located on the feet of the Dolomites, about 150,000 square feet, more or less equally divided between production and warehouse. We have 50 direct employees, $18 million turnover. In summer, the number of employees in our high season obviously rise quite considerably. Talking a little bit about the family. Here you can see two different moments. One, I think, is the early 70s to the left, where you see the two founding partners, Ugo Varaschin and Piero Varaschin, and to the right, the second generation. I like these two pictures because here you can see the evolution of the Varaschin swing, the first version in the early 70s and the latest version by Calvi and Brambilla. One other detail I just picked up recently, Piero Varaschin's light blue hat. I mean,
You already know.
evidently he was ahead of his time. These are now our corporate colors in the past 2 or 3 years. So that was a interesting little detail I picked up. I picked up recently. But just to tell you again, talking about to explain it again, talking about our history. Here are some of our products. These are the products that we were doing in the mid 80s and 90s and through the very first years of this century. So you can see there are already, you can see A, quality, B, there are already design features to the product, and this we've carried through in time and have become part of the values of our company. The values, which are exactly these, the values are six, and they are always kept in mind for any type of thing that we do. Clearly, the two first values, the manual weaving, we've done this for the past 50 years, so we don't know how to do anything else. So that's a very important point. Our specialization in outdoors. I mean, wicker and rattan in the past was used for the outdoors, and we continue to do so. Clearly now we're using other synthetic materials that are more resistant and that are low, very, very low maintenance. But still, those are our two main pilasters of our values. Then I would say ergonomics and the high level of comfort. At times, when you're designing a contemporary product, the quality the level of the quality standard of the comfort and the ergonomics with architects at times are, you know, they are things that may be set aside, but we pride ourselves in focusing on these 2 points, and they are fundamental. In fact, Timea, if I think about the Summerset chair by Christophe Pillet, it's so comfortable. It's a metal chair, but it's super comfortable even without a product. Said these
Yeah.
4 points. These 4 points are the common denominator each time we give a briefing to a designer. So design is important, but keep in mind these points. I will mention total quality. It's last but not least. Total quality. But I'm going to talk about it. I want you to remember
Yeah.
this word, total quality, because when we go through the presentation, we will stop on various points to explain what we intend by total quality, and I'll be able to explain it better with the following sheets. The brand, I'll just say 2 words about the brand Varaschin. The brand Varaschin, clearly a brand that exists for the past 50 years. But our brand, there are two fundamental points. I mean, we talked about our company values. We need to talk about the brand as well. These 2 points form an integral part of our DNA, our reputation on the market, our company history, the way we communicate, and not least the payback, which is the outdoor therapy, and our name. All these coupled together with the values of our company create who we are, and this is what differs us from other competitors on the market. The brand is an important asset of the company. It's something that we invest in a lot. It's something that I have to say, and it's written here in bold letters, I have to say that it is something that lasts longer than any product or collection, and it is a principal asset of the company. Moving on to a brief, here we're in a little bit more recent history. The last, let's say, 15 years of Varaschin, where we've moved towards other materials, where we moved out of the rattan and the wicker world. We started clearly, as we said before, in our values, the weaving, and here you can see it. You can see it quite clearly. There are Tibidabo, Babylon, Emma Cross, Emma, and Cricket, all woven products. Obviously, we can't forget that we're on a global market. We offer products that are for the outdoors, that are necessities and have given important results. We offer products with teak.
Yeah.
We offer products in aluminium and steel. We offer fully padded products. So it's a complete transversal range of finishes. Basically, we cover all the categories for your needs in the outdoor segment of the
Yes.
market. But what else is there to say? And this is an interesting point I have to add. I mean, we have divided our collections in three completely different levels: entry, medium, and top level. Knowing my competitors or other companies that do outdoor, normally they focus on one, maybe two levels. We are one of the few that offer this spectrum of price points. Why is this important? Because you can use us for a entry level 3-4 star hotel up to a boutique 5 or 5-star superior hotel. I mean, we have the product to cover all these requests, and we've done it in a way, I have to say, that helps you make the right choice.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, a lot of the time, and I'm sure it happens to you, Timea, and to whoever's
Yeah.
there listening to us.
It's yeah, it's amazing. Like, it's so helpful. Yeah, for our clients, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a big asset.
How many times have you selected a product and then gone back and checked on the pricing and find out that it wasn't the
Yeah.
price point, and you've just wasted time? Here, part of the work is done for you. In a sense, we've categorized the products for you in order for you to be able to select and to address and choose the right product for the right project. So this is a tool that I suggest you firmly look at whenever you're deciding to work on your project. Always talking about the price advantage. Here, I mean, we just gave you an idea, and this is something that, whether you're talking about armchairs or any other product, I mean, some beds or sofas or whatever, we can categorize it in this way, as I showed you before. But there's one important thing that you will notice here. Obviously, not all the products are here, but this is just to give you an idea. But we cover in an important way all three categories. It's not like we're stronger in one and weaker in the other. We're there. We're there in the entry level. We're there in the top level. So across the board, we offer equal doses of product in each specific category.
Yeah, this is great.
Enough said about pricing. I will briefly talk about internet, about the website, and about social media. I mean, I ask you, I mean, if you have the time, go and look at our website. I think our website, we've just redone it recently. I think it's very, very user friendly. It's very intuitive. I mean, we have on it BIM files for your projects, 2 and 3D files in high resolution, SketchUp. And these are all already available. We're updating them with the most recent items that we've introduced in the 2021 catalog. We will have them completed, I believe, by end of January or beginning of February. Furthermore, we're also working on a configurator. That's going to take a little bit more time, and we've planned that for end of towards the end of 2021. Another
Yes,
couple of
let me just interrupt you for a
sorry,
moment. So
sorry.
the
Go
website
ahead, go
is
ahead.
varaskin.it. It's an
Yeah,
important
yeah.
information, but we will share it like
Varaskin.it.
via email. Yeah,
.it
yeah, it's
as in
yours.
Chile.
It's you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. No, mood boards. I mean, we have and these are just ideas. I mean, maybe you need them, maybe you don't, but they're there. They're there to be used. I mean, the mood board. We have 15 different mood boards. I think we have about 8 or 10 now on the site, and we're gonna increase the number of mood boards just to give you an ideas of how to combine fabrics and materials. And we'll talk about fabrics when we get to it. But fabrics is another key and important strength of our company. But going back to here, we have written experiencia, which means experiences, whether it's a contract project, a residential villa we've done. We have a bunch, many different projects that we have done over the past years, and it's also very helpful because you can click on one of these projects, you can see what products have been put down, and vice versa. You can go in the product details and find out where they've been used on a project. So
Yeah,
it's almost something interactive. Here's just another idea of
yeah, this is
the
beautiful.
mood
This is one
board.
of my favorites. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. um, just a few more points, and this we're talking about what is available and what is now. We obviously on social media. We're pushing a lot more on Instagram and Pinterest, which are the two most important social media the social media sites that we use. But also we do advertising. These are some ads that we run also on social media, on printed press and so forth. And it's the theme, as you saw in the initial video, is always connected to nature. I mean, our product, nature, are two things that we want to go hand in hand, and that must go hand in hand. And here see the curve of the wave, the
Yeah.
connection between our product and snow. And this is the one I like the most. Nature surrounds our patterns. I think this
Yeah.
is somewhere in Arizona, and you see how our new product, I mean, entwines perfectly with the river in Arizona. So I
Yes,
think
we will talk about the Amacross later. Yeah.
some some very nice
Yeah.
marketing solutions. But let's come to what we are doing from now in the future. Um, as I said before, nature is a fundamental point of our philosophy, and we've set up a 3-year journey, let's say, and this 3-year journey will hit different cities. I mean, we started with Milan, which is the most cosmopolitan city that we have, but we will spread to Paris, to London, and also to New York. So there will be 4 cities we'll be touching, and we're gonna hit some landmarks in every city. We've done one with Milan, but the whole concept is, which is very, how can I say, which is a very good example of the moment we're living in now. I mean, touching and observing our product, relaxing, unwinding, and catapulting yourself into another part of the world where you can relax, where there's open air and so forth. So let's take a look at this video, and I think
Yeah.
you'll find it quite interesting.
Yeah. And please give
Hope you
us
can
your
all hear the
comments.
audio.
Yeah, I can.
Hey,
Imagine, relax, live. Outdoor therapy, Varaschin.
beautiful.
Yeah,
I
it's
think this is
beautiful.
just very cool. And this was done
Yeah.
in at the Martini Bar in Milan, right in front of the Basilica, so a
Oh,
landmark
next
place.
time I'm in Milan, I will definitely go there. Just
We'll
check
go there
out,
for drinks.
check it
I'll
out.
take
Yeah,
you there. I'll take you
next
there, Tanya.
September. Yeah.
Moving on from there, we're getting a little bit more technical. So we're slowly homing into Baraskin and our collections. You see, we have three catalog. We have a price list, the catalog, and the worldwide experience that focuses primarily on all project work we've done. The price list here, very direct, extremely visual, pictures, details. So you don't have to read anything. Just look at the pictures and you understand what's happening. You have your sizes in inches. You have these little icons that tell you that it's outdoors, it's marine. In this case, it's not stackable, has a removable cover. I mean, so easy to go through. And this is very, very important for
Yes.
dealers, for your customers, Timea, and so forth. But not only this. I mean, what we were talking before about total quality, and this is specifically total quality. I mean, you can talk about having all the processes in place, and we'll talk about it on the next slide. But you have the processes in place, plus you certify what you're doing. So we
Yeah.
certify always corrosion resistance, which is fundamental on outdoor products. And that is uh, to have a grading that is marine grade, so that has no problems. But not only that, I mean, especially for sunbeds, for lounge chairs, for dining armchairs, the leg test, the static test, static resistance test. So for the back, for the legs, and so forth, all this done. And this is a constant, never-ending job. I mean, if you think about testing a product in a salt mist chamber to simulate 5, 6, 7 years of a lifespan of a product, the product is hit by salt mist for 30, 40 days on end, and then is certified. I mean, this is a long and expensive job, but we do it because we believe in our product and
Hmm.
we want to have our product certified.
Yes.
What else is there to say? C5M. I mean, again, talking about outdoors, outdoors has to resist. I mean, a product must resist. So C5M, if you guys go and digit C5M on the internet, this is an internationally um, grading system. It's a process of with a cataphoretic treatment, sandblasting. The product is dipped in boiling hot zinc, okay, so that the steel melts with the zinc to give the product added protection. And then we finish with a powder coating, which is even that is protective. And we add, we do from 90 microns up as far as our
Yeah.
powder coating. This process is done by a specialized, we don't do it in the house. This process is done by specialized companies that
Hmm.
do these varnishing cycles for oil rigs, for cruise ships.
Yes.
So something very, very specific, and something we pride ourselves on. Also,
Yeah.
construction of going to the other end, something soft, something padded. I mean, we use dry feel quick dry foam. It's a product that's antibacterial, antifungal. The wood that we use is a Okome African plywood, and this they use to make boats. I mean, we even think about the detail under the product. I mean,
Yeah.
there is an inspection hatch, removable covers, that's the standard, but there's an inspection hatch that allows you to inspect the product to
Yes.
and doesn't allow any animals or anything to get into the product itself. So a lot of attention to detail is
Yes.
given. Moving to the fabrics, we were saying before, don't always use COM. Use our we have 200, sorry, it's 200. I'm not reading double here. It's 226 fabrics,
Yes. Beautiful
226
ones.
fabrics. So and graded from, you can see the companies we use, whether it's Umbrella, Tempo, Testo, Spradling. We go from 50,000 Martindale to 300,000 Martindale. So there's an array of possibilities for you also here. A couple of new things
Yeah.
here in particular. Who would have thought that 4 or 5 years ago you would be using velvet on the outdoors? But here it is.
Yes. Very
There is an
impressive.
acrylic.
100,000 Martindale velvet. Yeah. So
Exactly, exactly,
commercial
exactly.
grade, guys.
So, and there's plenty of that. There's plenty of that.
Yeah.
So these are just the new entries. So they're in that 226 number that I gave you before. Um, Maintenance. I mean, everybody, a lot of people think you put the stuff outdoors, it doesn't need any maintenance. But I always say, I mean, if you don't wash your car when you go and wash it, it's never going to come perfectly clean. So we address that. We explain to you how to clean the product with dry water. We advise you to clean product at least a couple of times a year. I mean, to keep it totally integral, totally perfect. And if there's a stain, if there's something on the surface or whatever, it's specified on the instructions. You will know what type of stain and what to use to clean it. So this is something also that I feel not a lot of people pay attention to, and something that enhances the attention to quality that we have with our product.
Yes.
And now we're winding down out of the price list, but a couple of things. I mean, as I said before, C5M, marine grade standard. So clearly, it's not automatic. We have to do another test after proving that it's resistant to the outdoors. We have to test our products and get the IMO certification. We have several products that haven't. We have others that are slowly testing at the moment. So yes, we also have marine grade for cruise ships. So we have product. If you have any cruise ship products, well, send them our way. We're here and we can take care of it. All this information is on www.varaskin.it/download, and there you can download any maintenance, cleaning instructions, and any other information. We have all, you know, product sheets and so forth there. So it's all there and it's all up to date.
Yes. Thank you so much,
And
Carlo. Like this was very, very useful information. I'm pretty sure for all of us. But let's start with the most exciting and important part, the new products or the product. So you already showed us the new catalog, the cover of the new catalog. We will share the new catalog with all our clients. But let's talk about products. And the first product that like we will discuss is the Emma Cross chair. This is a design from Monica Armani, who you started working together a few years ago, right? So please, like,
exactly.
introduce like this beautiful product for us and like talk about all these details. I really love how you use different materials, layer, colors. This is a beautiful and very comfortable chair too. So, like, please introduce the
I mean,
product to us.
we've been working with Monica Armani. This is the second collection we've been doing with her. We've been working with her now for about 4 or 5 years. And I think she exceeds herself every time. I mean, every time she comes up with something, it's always more beautiful. The Emma, here we entwine. Here we're entwining two different types of material. Here you see along the frame of the Emma, the Emma weave, and then diagonally you can see this band that's a neoprene soft rubber band, which is covered with Sunbrella acrylic fabric and then sewn together, and this sewing detail becomes a design detail of the product. Obviously this is a lounge chair, so it has this shape of the corolla of flowers. Comes in 5 colors. There are 2 that are tone on tone, and then we have this burnt what we call this corten finish. We have this forest finish and the denim. So we have 3 different colors on the bands. You can do matching fabric, because the same fabric is also available in the fabric range. So you can do other fabrics, but you can also do a matching fabric to couple with the band itself. You have different options of lacquers for the legs. And we will shortly, I mean, 2022 also be introducing the matching lacquer. So this is the first piece of an array of pieces, because as you know, a collection is always between 15 and
Yeah.
20 pieces.
Yeah, we
And
will see
normally
that
we always
later.
start, exactly. And normally,
Yeah.
always we start with one. So, let's
Yes.
start.
So like how you mentioned, right, that you always like extend collections. So it's not just like you design one collection and you just leave it as is. You always extend collections like you did with the Emma this year, or just like 2021. You will introduce the compact day bed, the high back sofa into these collections. So just like tell us a few words about the Emma.
Yes, very, very briefly. The Emma is, after 3 years of being in the range, has become the top seller for Varaskin. As a matter of fact, it's the most expensive, one of the most expensive products we have. I mean, we're using a polypropylene banding in two different colors. Here you see it in a gray with teak feet, or in the natural finish here with an extruded aluminum foot. You have bar stools, you have bar tables. You have a whole selection of pieces, and here you see them fully in the range. As I say, it's a working process, and all the time. And you'll see with other collections that we're going to speak about afterwards. Even after 8, 10 years, we're introducing always new pieces. Here we did
Yes.
the
The
uh,
oval.
the oval table in different sizes. We did the high back day bed. We introduced the compact day bed in high and low version, and the high back sofa. So there are already six, I would say, new introductions to the collection. Um,
Yes. And the
so
next
yes, I
collection
mean,
is one of, yeah, yeah. The next collection is one of my favorites, and it is very popular for commercial product projects. It's the belt, right? So I just feel like the belt is a never-ending like process, and it just amazes me that you can still like add, you can still create like new type of modules that make this collection so versatile, and like basically just your creativity is the limit because you can build like basically anything from the belt now.
yeah, here I think the architect had a very intuitive and has been very intuitive and has done a very, very good job on this product over time. I mean, this is a product starting, if I'm not mistaken, 2015 or 2016. We started with more conventional configurations, so
Yes.
the ordinary 90-degree pieces at an angles. But here you can see, and we'll talk about it after also, this is the newest elements with this demi arm, with this curved corner piece, with some of these rounded poofs or footrests. But you can create a total curve. Also, this was obviously existing, has been in the collection already 2 or 3 years. Or this is the more conventional presentation where you see it as a normal sectional, but you could read this as also an island. You see how the modules work back to back, and you can create an island. So it can be residential, it can be contract, it can be for lobby of a hotel, it can be put in the entrance of office space. But not only is it that, it's also modules like this. I mean, this image is,
Yeah.
I would say, very California. Okay,
Yeah,
round.
we always meditate, right?
Yeah, round day. I put it purposely, but round day bed, 2 meters round. You have the 2 meter round one. You have the 135. You have the 90 centimeters. Sorry, I'm not so good on inches, so I'll stick to centimeters for the moment. We introduced also the compact daybed fully padded. So an array of options. These pieces can come with or without backs. So there are. It's a interesting modularity, and basically what happens. And here you see an example. I mean, here we're going with the curved arm. You saw a standard corner sectional, but you have also the option to add an arm to a regular straight module. So in the end, you have 3 or 4 different styles that all come together within the same collection. And this is very, very, a very, very intelligent solution.
Yes.
Here you see it, for
Great.
example, two different moments of the day. You have this curved piece, very, convivial, having drinks. Here is a small table, but you could just as easy put a 1 meter 60 tabletop and have dinner there. And here in front, you have the relaxing area. So very, 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 very creative. And I think, honestly, Daniele Lo Scalzo did an excellent job here in creating this product, which
Yes.
has been extremely successful with us.
Yes, this is such a great collection. Yeah, so the next one is the TB So you start, like, you mentioned the TB collection when you like were talking about the evolution of your like second generation products, right? So the TB was one of the first collections, and like, it's the same with the belt. Like, it just amazes me that they can still like go above and beyond like what they did before. And they added like 3 very exciting new products to the TB collection this year. One of them is the compact daybed that we can see on the picture. So I would like you to tell us about your collaboration with Calvin Brambilla, and also the idea behind the compact daybed, because I think it's a very interesting idea, and I just want to give some inside information for our designers.
Well, I think with the Calvi Brambilla, we have a long history
Yeah.
with Varaschin. It's going on for 15 years. They are a sure thing in a sense. Every time they design something, it sells. I mean, we've done it with the Tibidabo, with all the pieces in the Tibidabo collection. Bahia 2017, the Sunbed won best outdoor product in the category at the Milan show. They've done the Lapis with us. They've done the Bento with us. All very, very good sellers. As a matter of fact, I say this has been in the collection, 13, 14 years. We've done a restyling in the finish. And I think I have to say to them that I think their best piece they designed, and it's going to be the next slide, they designed after 14 years. And it's a beautiful piece. Going back to your question regarding the concept of a compact daybed. I mean, a compact daybed is something in between, obviously, your sofa and your conventional daybed. It's a lounge, comfortable seating. You can lay across it. You can sit into. You lay diagonally. It's a very much. It's not as informal as your daybed, which you can sleep on, but it's much more informal than your sofa. So it's that right compromise that also you can use where maybe you are a little bit pressed for space, where you want to put one product and you'd like to put two. This is the right alternative in those scenarios. So an important add-on. And as I mentioned, we saw it before in the we see it here in the Tibidabo. We saw it before in the belt, the fully padded version. We saw it in the beginning with the Emma, with the Monica Armani collection. So you have 3 products, 3 different styles, and 3 different options available to you. But this for me is the chaise longue. It's just a beautiful
I
piece.
love
I mean,
it.
here the photo does not do the product justice. You have a different array of options. I mean, the back is curved and has this sinuous shape. The cushion follows the shape of the back, so everything is curved and soft, and it's a beautiful piece. It's left and right facing. In the catalog, we have like 7 or 8 varieties of composition that you use. Forgot to mention this. This is a great little parasol. I mean, this is by
Yes.
Monica Armani. I remember it now. An array of different colors. There's it's a pivoting joint here, so it goes in all directions. You have 7 or 8 battle lines. Has a removable cover. A great little piece, very stable. You know, a 16, I think 15 or 16-inch full steel base with our specialty C5M treatment. So really, really nice add-on piece. And here they are.
Yes, the
And
TB.
here is the whole collection. So I mean, with time, go through it yourselves. I think you'll find some interesting stuff
Yes.
to look at.
Yes, you can see, like, you can find all these products on our website and on the Varaschin website as well. There are many pictures, so many pictures of the chaise longue. the different configurations. And yes, the next collection is the Summerset that we need to talk about, because when you mentioned the C5M treatment, right? So the Summerset collection is the collection with the C5M treatment that is suitable for marine environments. And this is a beautiful collection. You always extend it, like, you know, the Summerset Berger is part of this collection. So just like, please tell a few words about this collection.
Yeah, this really epitomizes what is total quality. I mean, this is a steel frame, as you said, Timea. It's tested C5M. It has that certification. Here, a beautiful piece by Christophe Villet. I think a lot of people know who Christophe Villet is. He does a lot of hotel project work, does industrial work as well. I mean, works with Accor across the board. A really nice piece, rocking chair with a teak base. But it's not only that. I mean, this Bergère is phenomenal. I love it. I mean,
Oh
chapeau,
yeah, me too.
Christophe Pillet. As a matter of fact, chapeau is French, so that probably he'll understand me. So this in the bronze finish is dynamite. It's a beautiful piece. And I mean, we were talking about ergonomics. I think this really is the masterpiece in ergonomy as far as Varaschin is concerned. It's phenomenal. It's super comfortable. If you sit here, you're never going to get up. I mean, you're just fall asleep. And
Yes.
again, I mean, as I was saying, we're always introducing new things. This is a little bit more contracted to the right, two-seater sofa. We have a thin pad on it, but also we've done a comfort pad, which is 5 centimeters thick, has magnets on the back to block it. So always working on something new. And here, other pieces of the collection, the armchair, the bar stools, we have several tables. And here's the guy. You see, he
Yeah,
works
Christophe Pierre.
Tacchini, Driade for contract, but Capellini, Ceccotti, Lema, with a whole bunch of Poro, with a whole bunch of very, very important companies. And you can see family first. So here you see our concept of family is
Yes.
doing all the pieces that are necessary, okay,
Yes.
for the
So about the
collection.
Summerset Badger, if you're in California and you ever wanna like try this Badger, like we have it in the showroom, so you can come in and like, you know, fall asleep in it. You're welcome to do that. Yeah, Christophe Pierre is amazing. He's one of my favorite designers, really. Yes, let's talk about the next collection from Daniele again, like the System Star. That's part of the System collection, but it's still like a new product, like an individual kind of like regarding the design. You introduced this dining table, I think 1 year ago or 2 years ago, yes.
2 years
And yeah, 2 years ago, I actually have this table on my patio and I really love it. It's just like so like sturdy. I think this base can hold like basically anything. And yes, there are some new sizes for the System Star. So show them to us.
Yeah, I mean, again, a central pedestal table is a sure thing. It's a seller after just a year. I mean, obviously, this is the higher end of our spectrum as far as the table is concerned. But you can see, it's not going to be a cheap table. But this has already become the #1 seller of the company, and we have an array of tables. Timea, you know, there are many tables and there are many options.
Many
But
beautiful tables.
this one is dynamite. I mean, here we really did our homework. Again, central pedestal tables are the ones that sell. This is a very, very good seller. And we evolved. I mean, we immediately evolved. We evolved with various, I mean, these, even for contract, I mean, you have it at your house, but I'm sure for contract work, you know, something round like this or the elliptic shape, or we did a very, very big version for, you know, more big residential villas,
Yes.
project work. This is
the
like
2 base. Yeah.
3 meters 20. What is that? That's 11
126.
feet
That's yeah, 126
by,
inches. Yeah,
by
that's
130.
11
So
feet. Yeah.
it's an enormous table, a very, very big table. And we're already selling it. We just introduced it. We're already selling pieces in projects. So
Yeah.
incredibly good and incredibly successful.
Yes, you
And
know, if you specify if you need a community table for like an outdoor space, the System Star is a very beautiful table for that. Yeah. So we have a few more collections yet, like, and we are like very limited in time. We wanna like wrap it up in an hour. So I'm just gonna like let you talk about the rest of the products. These will be, some of them will be new, and some of them will be the most popular ones and like existing products. So it's you, Carlo, again.
I'll fly through it in 2 minutes. So,
Okay.
Pio Tito Toso, two interesting things. Here they created a table, but it's, as I say, we always work in systems. So we've done the contract table. What's interesting here is it has three different heights. When you're talking about bar height, this is a fully aluminum table. The base can be weighed down. So, interesting point for your projects. Not a lot of bar height tables with central pedestal can fit 4 bar stools. This one can. So you have 1 meter 10. You can put 4 bar stools around it. So, and put a 90
Easily.
or 100 centimeter round table top to it. So very, very interesting detail. Other thing in the collection, couple of nice pieces also just introduced this year, belonging to the same line, the C-shaped table that goes over the seating of the sofa, and this one which is 2 feet high, the T-shape, which goes to the side of the arm. So two very, very functional pieces. And we haven't finished here. There'll be some new things that'll be coming out in 2022. Again, the NOS chair by Gherardi. Again here, aluminum chair, a beautiful detail in the design. You can hear it in bronze. In bronze is to die for. You see it with the polypropylene woven back. There are 2 colors in polypropylene. Again here, there's going to be another 2 introductions in 2022, and both very, very interested in this range. Going to
Let's talk
the
about the cricket, please. The cricket. Let's not like, yeah,
cricket.
skip the cricket.
I'll fly through the cricket. A very, very good seller. Historic piece. I mean, still sales strong. The lounge chair is beautiful. We only introduced a lounge chair like 4 years ago. A great item. This time around, what's interesting, you have it all in mocha. You have it in gray and hemp, and you have it all in white. And we introduced also, you can see here, the 2-seater
Yeah,
sofa.
the
So
sofa.
a complete range. There are flower pots. But not only that, not only do we do that, with the Babylon, which has a similar feel to it. You see it here. Complete range also. The two collections easily intermingle all the time. With the fact that now you have the hemp, you have the white. Here you see the two finishes that
Yeah.
are the same as the cricket. You can mix and match and do whatever you want, and the two collections work beautifully together. Um,
Yes.
Last,
Babylon.
we're winding up, so I took 1 minute more than I was planning
Oh,
to.
don't
But
worry. Yeah,
we
yeah, we have time. Yeah. We
we
have 2 minutes.
dedicate we are thanks. We dedicate a we dedicate attention also. We haven't spoken about teak, but there are plenty of products we have in teak. We have a whole modular system.
Okay, so I'm not sure
Which, as
if
far as
Carlo.
models,
Yes. Okay,
lounge
you're back.
chair. Did you lose out on me? No. And
Yes.
we have the lapis, dining armchair, lounge chair. So here, again, here with these three possibilities, we cover your needs in teak. Last but not least, as far as outdoor is concerned, this is a very interesting product. I mean, you see it here. I mean, this is Ibiza, beautiful house, wonderful environment. Uh, but I think this is the picture that probably interests you most. Geometrical
Yes.
shape. Again, this has a different appeal towards the belt. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have a different modularity altogether. But what's interesting here is that you can use all these back and sides and arms. They're movable. They're weighed down. You can put them at the center of a unit. You can have people leaning sit from both sides of the piece itself. So different concept altogether. It's floating. It's 4 inches off the ground. Different options on the feet. So different concept altogether. This could easily work in an office space as well. Okay,
Yes,
so
absolutely.
I've tried to be as quick as possible in presenting as much of our range as possible, because it's not all
Yeah.
of it, but we did our best.
Yeah, like, we wanted to limit this webinar to 1 hour, but I think we did an amazing job, like introducing the new collections and talking about the existing ones. But what I definitely want you to talk about is, like, you do so many projects all over the world, and you brought some favorites to us today. So please just say a few words about these amazing projects.
Well, just a couple. I mean, and I'll focus on two of them in particular that I like. You go on our website and you can see 40, 50 different projects. Timea, we've done plenty of projects with you, which you'll be able to these are to relate to your audience.
Yeah.
But here we have little details over there. Well, this is in Antalya. It's in Turkey, very, very close to the Syrian border. As a matter of fact, it's a beautiful 5-star luxury hotel. And here we have noted it below, Summerset by here and cricket products on it. Beautiful collection. Here we're in Chicago. I mean, this is a rooftop of the Gwen Hotel. So here, for example, as I was saying before, mix and match. You have the belt collection that mixes with Tibidabo and with Clever. Similar finishes. The products relate very well together.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful small city hotel. Here, it's not the top terrace, it's the restaurant terrace. We did the restaurant terrace and the whole pool area here, the Nakar, in the old city of Palma de Mallorca. And you can see the view of the ocean and the rooftops of all the old city. Beautiful, beautiful scenario. Here we're getting closer to home, to your home, not mine. But Sonesta Ocean Point, we're in the Caribbean, in San Martin. We've been working with these guys, I think, for 10 years now, or maybe more. The hotel is basically always with our product. Here is just the pool area and the dining terrace overlooking the ocean. Beautiful resort. Beautiful resort. Let's go with a little bit of a different mood. Here we're in Andalusia. So we're let's call it this is a very, very small boutique hotel, very unique. The detailing, we're in basically the Spanish desert. So a very, very nature-oriented design, but nature-oriented location. A beautiful little hideaway. And another concept altogether. Here we're in Saint-Tropez, so this is where the money is in Europe. Okay, we're in the Costa Azur, Sets Hotel, 5-star luxury, beautiful spot. This was designed by Christophe Fillet. Not only do our products in the restaurant areas, but you'll also find them in the suites, in the terraces, and basically, this is a Varaschin dedicated hotel. And I left the most interesting for last, La Dimora di Metello. Just so you know, this is the third most inhabited, the third oldest inhabited city in the world, after Jerusalem and after Aleppo in Syria, which I don't know if it still exists, but in theory, Aleppo is first, Jerusalem second, and Matera is third. City built in the stones, a city where they do a lot of movies here. I mean, the latest film with Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible, or The Christ with I forget the Australian actor now, but also it's a film that was done a few years ago. So here we are. I've basically finished. I thank you, Timea, for your time, and I thank all your guests for participating.
Yeah, so we got a couple questions, and I also want to answer like one of my questions, because actually I saw people asking about the lead time. So Varaschin has like many of their products in stock in Italy. So the lead time, we would say that with the transit from Italy to the US, it's about 10 to 12 weeks. You can calculate with that. If you use COM, obviously that's going to be a little bit longer because we need to receive the fabric, send it to Italy. But you can calculate with the 10 to 12 weeks lead time. And yeah, so we will share this presentation, this webinar, like it's going to be available on our website, and we will also send it out via email. But let's not forget about the fun part. That we promised that we're gonna share like a fun recipe, right? An Italian recipe. And Carlo was so kind that they actually like made the recipe for us, and he will show some images and he will kind of like guide you through like how to make this. And I'm not gonna tell what he will tell it to us.
Okay, this is the fun part, and this is the part I really like. So we'll talk about it.
It's about eating, yeah, of course, Italian.
Risotto, exactly. A nice local risotto with Prosecco wine and pomegranate. I mean, this is a recipe very local. The rice cannaroli is from the north of Italy. The Prosecco is from the Varaschin family. Val Caldaz is a Prosecco made by them from the region. Pomegranate, totally seasonal. And I'll tell you how to cook it. I mean, oil, shallot, finely cut, fry it a little bit, toast, throw in the rice, toast the rice a minute or two, start adding, obviously you have to make your broth with bay leaves, with celery, with onion and carrot, 2 liters of broth. And then you pour in your first glass of Prosecco, and then you slowly cook the rice, adding broth all the time. As it dries, add some of that broth, and you need to taste it. When you're cooking rice, risotto, you can't take your eye off the ball. You have to spend, it's 20 minutes. You have to be focused on it. After that, throw in towards the end, throw in a handful of the little pomegranates. Let them let them just melt down a little bit. Yeah. Well, yeah, they soften a little. 1 minute. It's 1 minute. At the same time, throw in a nice piece of butter, so it blends everything together. Okay, and then you add your grana padano, which is cheese typical from our area here, very similar to Parmesan. Remember, as you're going through, your salt and pepper. If you want, you can add a little bit towards the end of pomegranate juice, just basically 2 tablespoons of pomegranate juice, and you mix it so it dries. Okay, throw the decorative pomegranates on top, and here you have your plate. You see these little curved things on the top? That's radicchio. So the next time we meet, Timea, we'll do a plate with radicchio. So
I dressed for the radicchio today.
Okay, so we'll do a Zoom just on radicchio and forget
forget about products. Thing. Like we're just gonna talk about food and radicchio. Why not? Sounds amazing for me.
Absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
So thank you so much for this presentation. I think it was like very fun and very useful. If you still have any questions, please just send it to us. Our email address is info@tbcontractfurniture.com. Many of you know my email address, timea@tbcontractfurniture.com. You can also send your questions to me directly. Thank you so much, Carlo, again, for staying in the office in this late hour. And hopefully you will enjoy the snow on the way home, but stay safe. And thank you so much, everyone who joined us today. And have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. And
thank you.
Have a good day, everybody. Carlo. I'm off home. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.